Still no audio.
Can't hear.
Hi!
We did it! Did we do it?
We did it. I know the intro audio is desynced. It's
okay.
okay.
It's okay. Can you hear us?
Yeah. It's okay.
It's close.
Oh my goodness. Mics are still kind of quiet. How? How are they quiet?
I don't know.
They're max fadered.
All right.
I can play with the gain some more, but it's just gonna be.
No, don't play with
wanna do
gain.
that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's turned down in OBS. Hey,
How
if you
quiet
are
are we?
listening to this episode
Yeah.
as a podcast, if that's how you consume Sidewalk Slam, apart from this, you shouldn't notice anything different. Except there would probably be more ums and ahs that don't get cut out. If
Better now?
you consume this on YouTube,
Yeah.
there's basically no videos that are going to cut in. We're not like... This is going to go up unedited because we're recording it the morning of the day before WrestleMania. If you are watching us live, that's different because we're live. It's Live Walk Slam.
It's live. Anything can happen.
Yeah. You never, as Raw rolls on.
Now we're going to start with the 30-minute promo to start the show.
Right. The authority has to come out
Yeah.
and talk about how they've been disrespected.
Yeah.
Et cetera,
And how
et cetera.
you are now the authority. You, Twitch chat, are now the authority. Congratulations.
So-
you did it.
Last year, I was going to say for the last couple, but I honestly can't remember. Last year, anyway, we did an episode of Sidewalk Slam that was the WrestleMania Primer, where we talked about the storylines leading into WrestleMania 34. And people were asking if we were going to do that again this year, and we said no, because there's no time.
There's no time. There's no time.
Because normally they have like 5 or 6 weeks between the last pay-per-view and Mania. And this time they're like, no, it's 4 weeks. We do Fastlane, 4 weeks later, Mania. And we were like, well, that's just, it's too much.
It's too much wrestling.
And so I tweeted, no, we're not doing that. And then Adam texted me and said, but what if live?
Yeah, what if we just do it on Twitch?
Yeah. So here we are.
Here
It's tomorrow. It's going to be like 7 hours long.
Yeah. It's like Christmas.
Have they said that's what they said, right? There's going to be like 7 hours
Yeah.
long. It's like 14 matches.
It's more than that. Isn't it like 17 matches?
There's 16 listed here, but I don't know how many are going to be on the pre-show.
There'll be the secret John Cena match.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
There's a hidden John Cena match.
Yeah,
Everybody
you
knows
have to enter the code. you have to enter the correct code during the SmackDown Tag Titles match.
Yes.
And then, but the problem is you don't know until later in the show
If it works.
if it worked out. If you see the John Cena match, then you did it right. If not, you have to restart.
You have to restart. You have to do it in New Game Plus.
Thrice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
They're advertising it for 7.5 hours, including the pre-show. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. That's a whole bunch of stuff. So, what is the purpose of this episode stream? What is the purpose of this Sidewalk Slamming?
What is the purpose of this?
We want you to, if you're watching WrestleMania, go into tomorrow with a better understanding than you may already have of the storylines that have made these matches happen.
Yes. Because a lot of people only watch wrestling now.
At the pay-per-views. Yeah.
Or just like at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like they'll renew their subscription for like Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, but not watch any of the weekly TV. So
Yeah. And to be fair, for all of the things that they get wrong, the WWE makes amazing video packages.
Sure do.
So they're going to have little things that they'll play before the match to tell the story. And that'll be useful, but hopefully we can give you some greater context. Speaking of things that WWE doesn't do great, many people have asked us if we saw the episode of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver about the WWE. Yes, I sure did. It was really good. Mm-hmm. It's weird because it's like, sorry, to be clear, and they've been like, what do you think about it? And what I've been saying is, cause none of this is new information to people who know
We've talked about some
WWE.
of those things on this very show.
Yeah.
Not in that detail.
But it was very well presented, and I'm glad that it got out there to a bigger audience. WWE's response, which was like, nuh-uh, was
No, you.
fairly pathetic.
Yeah.
Well, because their thing was, it's like we spoke with John Oliver's producers before that went live, and we refuted every single point. And it's like, but the main point was that all the wrestlers are independent contractors who don't have health insurance. That's true. Yeah. That's a fact. You can't refute that. Yeah. You can downplay it, but like that's not an untrue statement.
Like WWE tried to roll to disbelieve.
Yeah.
Basically, they were just like
and they invited John Oliver to come to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which he can't, because that's literally when they tape his show.
The thing that was great about that segment too was it obviously came from a place of love.
Oh yeah,
because John Oliver is obviously a fan.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
I love his repeated. It's like wrestling is better than the thing you like.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's not true. I don't want to say anybody else's hobbies are lame, but Takeover last night was amazing, and it definitely drives home the fact that wrestling is the best storytelling medium on the planet. No question. Don't at me.
Mm-hmm. What? Beach, are you talking about taking the weights off?
I can, yeah. I can. Our volume is now at 120%.
This is our first time streaming from this room with OBS, and OBS treats sound differently.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's we're doing the best we can.
So much louder.
Just because I have control, gentlemen.
No. Yeah. I have complete control.
So, shall we start running down the card?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do this. You ready for this?
Yeah. So, there are 3 matches which we presume at the current moment will be on the pre-show.
Yes.
One, don't worry, BJ, I don't have a graphic for it. The Cruiserweight Championship match, Buddy Murphy defends against Tony Nese.
Yep. They had a tournament for it. Which
right.
I didn't watch.
Nope. Sorry, 205 Live. There's already too much wrestling.
There's too much wrestling. I'm sorry. It's just like, I want to watch 205 Live. I don't have time.
Nah.
I know it's good, too. Like, it's good. It's always been, like, it's been good.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Was this the weird Vince thing where it's not a tournament? It was an eliminator.
An eliminator?
Did they? I thought they.
What?
I thought they dropped that.
Hold up. Pump the brakes.
They did.
They don't call them tournaments anymore?
A while back, they did a tag team eliminator because Vince got it up his ass. He didn't like the word tournament, but I think they dropped that. This was a tournament?
It was a tournament.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Wait, whoa. Hold up. I don't want to, like, go on a tangent, but we're going on a tangent. Eliminator? When did this happen?
Like 6 months ago, they had a tag team eliminator for the Raw.
How did I not know about this?
Because it was really stupid.
That's amazing. I want to call tournaments eliminators now.
That's what they call the ZZ Top vehicle, is the eliminator.
The eliminator,
Yes, I'm going to picture that every single time.
Climb aboard the eliminator.
First, it's not a tournament. It's an eliminator.
It's a steak wrap.
It's a beef tube.
So, yeah, that'll be on the pre-show, and what I've seen of these performers is that they're both great, so that should be fun.
We talked about this on Sidewalks. I don't know. I have a memory of a goldfish. I can't remember what we talked about it.
All right.
Anyway. So, yeah.
Also, on the pre-show
yeah,
will be what is colloquially and lovingly... This one I do have a graphic for, Beach. What is lovingly referred to as the Armbar, which is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's the one labeled arm, but there it is. This is the best match graphic I could find for it. Look, the B team is there.
Hey, look, there's people from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, so, okay. Right. Normally, there's no storyline going into the arm bar, but there sure is this year, and that storyline is that Colin Jost and Michael Shea, the hosts of SNL's Weekend Update, have upset Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Braun Strowman wrecked their car.
So technically it was his car. So
right.
They were guests backstage at Raw. Colin decided to basically start playing a heel, like he wore the baseball cap of the team that's not at the arena that Raw was doing. Yeah. And then he did the thing that reporters do sometimes where he's like, well, I mean, it's all fake, right? And Braun just like lifts him up by his neck against the wall and is like, does it feel fake to you? So then...
It's real to me, damn it.
Yeah, he insults Braun Strowman, and then the next week, it's like, hey, me and my SNL castmates want to apologize. Here, we bought you a car, and Braun Strowman just tears this car apart. He like rips the door off and hurls it across the parking lot. He's incensed because it's too small for him.
Yeah,
he's like, can't even fit in this car. And yeah, then they had a live via satellite talk with Braun Strowman in the ring and Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Right. Yeah.
Remote from New York. And they started getting heated. It was basically like, you should catch these hands. You know what? You come in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal with me. Like that way it's, that I'm giving you an out here. It's not even one-on-one.
Yeah.
And Michael Che is like, he'll do it. And then Colin's like, well, so will Michael. And so now Colin Jost and Michael Che are in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, presumably spending their whole time hiding from a very irate Braun Strowman.
So Braun's just winning this thing, right?
I guess.
Has he won it before? No, right?
No, he hasn't.
Who won it last year?
Mojo Rawley.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, I forgot. Mojo! I'm calling Mojo for a repeat win. He's coming back. The Gronk is going to get signed by WWE, and Mojo's winning this year.
Mojo's been spending his time getting angry at the Mirror.
Yeah. He's
been cutting these weird promos backstage where, I guess this is a tangent, or he's probably in this match, I don't know. He's been cutting these weird promos where the camera, it's a dark room, and the camera looks at him and he's like, you're a failure, but you could be so much better. Why don't you figure it out, you piece of garbage? You can do it. You suck. He's like encouraging and tearing down someone off camera, and then every time the camera swings around and he's just yelling at himself in the mirror. And it's like, Mojo, are you okay?
No.
No, he's not.
He's
obviously not okay.
I forgot Matt Hardy won it last year.
Oh, right. Sorry. Mojo was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And then nothing happened with Mojo since then.
Yep. He just was friends with Gronk. That's the only reason he won.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just before Jinder's big push too.
Do you remember all the winners of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
Okay. First year was Cesaro.
Yep.
And then it was Big Show.
Yep.
And then it was Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah.
And then it was Matt Hardy.
Or Mojo.
And then it was Matt Hardy. It's only been 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baron Corbin won that. Remember, because Baron Corbin used to stand by the statue all the time, and we talked about it on the show. We were like, "Oh, they're mentioning it, yay!" And then they stopped.
It's generally meaningless. So, yeah. Another battle royal, also probably for the pre-show, is the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Which here's a nice shot of Asuka, because this is the only match graphic we had for this.
Poor Asuka.
I looked through all the go-home shows to try and find these match graphics, and they were like, we're just going to put it up as a lower third. This is all you get.
I like that it's like you picked a motion video. You know what I mean?
So there's no storyline into that one. The Wombat, is that what people are calling it?
The Wombat? That's pretty good.
The Women's Battle Royal?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
The Wombat. Yeah, that's great. I like that.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Naomi's pissed off at being put back in the match after winning it last year. She went off on social media. Naomi's
Dude, everybody's going off on social media. And then, did you see that?
Naomi's been raising legitimate concerns and having a bunch of very angry Twitter people get like blow it way out of proportion and get very, very mad at her, to which she has been appropriately clapping back. So I don't have any criticisms for her on this particular instance. Sorry, you were saying?
Everyone's been popping off on social media lately about how their problems with the company or whatever. And then Drew McIntyre cut up a video promo about how everyone was complaining on social media. It was pretty great.
Did he tout it out?
I don't know.
Remember tout?
No.
What?
Tout it out.
TOUT? It was a video sharing social media platform that WWE was pushing super hard for many years.
I don't remember this at all.
You don't remember Michael Cole being like, just tout it out?
No.
It was like, let's see this tout that Daniel Bryan sent out earlier in the day. You don't remember this?
It sounds like he doesn't know what a tweet is. It's like, yes, the touters. It's like, you know what I mean? It sounds like your dad's like, I don't know, my kid's always on that touter.
All right.
Like, I missed a big gap, remember?
Yeah.
Like, my wrestling, I have a wrestling knowledge gap from 2002 to about 2011.
All right. Fair enough.
There's like a gap. So if Tout was in that timeline.
Oh, right. I mentioned it during the Autumnal Rumble, too, but it's not, that doesn't count.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that go by.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, yeah, those have no story. Speaking of no meaningful story,
It's a Tout.
there's no graphic for this either. The Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yep.
There was a Raw on Monday that ended the Go Home Raw for WrestleMania. And between then and now, this match was announced.
Yeah.
They couldn't even bring themselves to announce it on the show.
Remember when they were like, oh, we're going to make tag team wrestling more of a focal point?
Yeah, every couple months they say that.
They say that. And they're like, please don't leave Revival. You're great. We'll make tag team wrestling a relevant storyline point. And then they do something like this. And they're just like, oh, okay.
So, yeah, the Revival,
Yeah.
Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, will be defending the Raw Tag Team titles against
Yep.
Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Yeah. Because they asked for a match. They literally went backstage and they were like, we want to fight you. And they were just like,
No.
nah. And then WWE is like, nah, yeah.
Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, formerly the Edgeheads,
Yeah.
formerly the Major Brothers, I want to say. They had a promo backstage like a couple months ago, or a little scene there where Zack Ryder was like, hey man, we should team up again. And Kurt Hawkins is like, I am on like a 270 match losing streak. Why would you ever want to team up with me again? And Zack Ryder was like, well, because. And then they never showed up. And then they appeared a couple weeks ago backstage being like, hey, Revival, we want to challenge you at WrestleMania. And Revival went, no, you're both losers.
Yeah.
And walked away laughing.
Yeah.
And then they were like, nope, it's happening.
Yeah. It's weird that it's not a multi-person match. You know?
Yeah, considering how many there are.
Yeah.
And considering that, like, Ricochet and Aleister Black as a tag team were being pushed so much.
It's like somebody must notice that Revival is one of those tag teams too that thrives off a storyline, right?
Yeah.
Like they are like they need to wrestle a team multiple times to
They're
build
so
an
good.
in-ring storyline. You know what I mean? And they're very good at it. And it's like, how do you not notice this? How do you not know? I don't know.
Right, that was it. Ryder
am I
said,
the-
they spelled my name wrong in my entrance once. They don't care about me, so I have nothing to lose. Because
Oh,
he showed up once and
Yeah.
the lower third Chiron spelled Zach wrong.
Jesus.
To be fair, they spelled Zach Z-A-C-H, which is a perfectly normal way to spell Zach. It's just not how he spells Zach, which is important when it's, the brand. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's true. They have their own. They have a show where they review wrestling action figures. Like
Really?
on the YouTube channel.
Is it good?
I've only watched it once.
Yeah.
It was mostly them like trying not to spend a lot of money at like a comic book shop.
How much can there be? I mean, I'm not here to like hobby shame or anything, but how much can there be to talk about like wrestling action figures?
I don't know. There's like 40 years of them.
Yeah.
They've been around for a while.
All right.
So yeah, there's that. Speaking of, I think I put them in the wrong order, Beach.
That's okay. I'll figure it out.
All right. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match that's right, a fatal four-way. You see them there.
Hey, look, he's pointing at the sign.
Pointing at the sign. Gotta love it when you point it at the sign.
Yeah.
The Usos defending against Ricochet and Aleister Black.
What's their team name?
Do they have one?
I don't know.
I think they're just Ricochet and Aleister Black, these two cool guys from NXT who aren't on a brand yet and still use NXT graphics on their entrances.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
What is the point of that?
I don't know. Blackoche?
Blackish?
Surely not.
It can't be Blackish.
Well, 3 different people have said it, but
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
I guess
Oh,
it's
there's no team name, but we
Blackoche.
call them Blackish.
Oh, I see. Team Big Mood.
That's your shipping name? Like, that's the ship name.
Yeah, I guess so.
I ship Blackish.
Yeah, that makes sense. Rick and Al.
It sounds like a Pokemon. Let's just-
Rick and Al.
It does.
It sounds like it's like if Ricochet and Aleister Black were Pokemon and they fucked.
yeah.
That's how Pokemon works,
That's
right?
how Pokemon works, right?
Yeah, some sort of fusion.
They hatched an egg because Pokemon are in eggs, right? Pokemon don't like give like normal birth. Not to get this on a wild tangent, but our Pokemon come out of eggs, right?
In Pokemon Go, they all come out of eggs.
Yeah.
But that implies that all Pokemon lay eggs.
I mean, technically, mammals come out of eggs as well.
yeah.
They just also require sperm.
Yeah.
This is really entertaining.
But
I got to say that on a live cast.
Yeah.
I assume then that all Pokemon are, like, all mammalian Pokemon are monotremes.
There's a lot of big words in that sentence, and I don't understand 50% of them.
A monotreme is a mammal that lays eggs.
Okay.
There's only two of them.
Oh.
The duckbill platypus and the echidna.
Okay.
I mean, technically three, because there's like two different kinds of echidna.
I love this show so much.
Welcome to our wrestling podcast.
Yeah. I just said.
Also in that match is Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev.
Yep, they sure are. They put those two together. They're like, hey,
Speaking of two random singles competitors.
hey, you're bad foreign dudes.
Yep.
Here you go.
Really glad they broke up Rusev Day so that they could just team Rusev back up again with somebody.
Rusev said Rusev Day is dead on
know.
social media. He's like, it's dead. Oh, well.
They barely gave it a chance to live. Nakamusev.
I like that one. Nakamusev.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a fatal four-way
Yep.
is no DQ.
It should be, but there's going to be rope breaks.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a singles fatal four-way is no DQ.
yeah.
Is this tornado?
This is going to be the thing you hate.
Damn it.
This is going to be the thing you hate where only two people are in the ring at once, and then two teams are sitting as a tandem on the outside waiting for a tag in so they can win the match.
This will be when I go get my snacks.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I know you do.
It's so stupid.
It doesn't bother me that much. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's wrestling.
All right.
This is the wrestling thing. But I think like Usos have to retain. I guess we should make some predictions. Revival. I mean, I'm hoping that Revival wins. I don't think.
Oh, right. I guess we didn't talk about that match,
Yeah.
did we? Yeah. Yeah, I think they're gonna let Hawkins and Ryder win it. They're gonna have it be a WrestleMania moment, and then they'll beat them back like next Monday. They'll just do Ryder dirty again.
But I love the Revival more than I like Zack Ryder. No offense.
No, none taken. I really like Zack Ryder, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't understand what's going on. No, well, yeah, I hope Revival retains.
Yeah.
And then Usos should retain.
You think so?
They should, I think.
You don't think they're going to give it to Ricochet and Aleister Black for fun?
For funsies? Just, I don't know.
I think the Usos should retain.
Does anything fun ever happen at WrestleMania?
No.
Okay.
So Rocket John brings up a good point. The Usos are forced into this match because they forfeited the gauntlet, which that was a nice story.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
We'll talk about that a little bit later when we talk about the Daniel Bryan match. But we didn't even talk about the top of the mountain as far as WrestleMania is concerned.
Yep.
The host, Alexa Bliss.
Who can make matches?
Apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has
Wild,
that
right?
power now, I guess.
I guess the host can make matches.
Sure. Anyway, Alexa
What
Bliss.
match did she make again?
She, the tag match and the.
There's something else she made. She made a match. She just came out and she's like, "This is now a match." We're just like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, she's great, but she announces matches, not making them. No, there was one that she did make one. She did make a match, I
yeah,
thought.
there's pretty sure she made a match.
I thought so. Anyway. If you can't win, if you don't have a team name, explain Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
They're the Glorious Tag Team or Glorious Ones. That's their team name.
I thought they were the Glorious
like
ones.
something like that.
Whatever.
Glorious something or other.
Anyway. Beej, which is next up on your list from the bottom? It should just be just hit it. It should just be a singles match.
I'll just hit it.
Just hit it.
Just hit it.
What match are we talking about next? It's this one. Right.
Oh yeah, man, people are upset about this one.
Yeah.
I'm not that upset about it.
I'm not that upset about it.
Yeah, shout outs to Baron Corbin getting in there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So Kurt
You know?
Angle is a broken man.
Yep.
Who needs to stop. And so he's decided that he will stop. And yeah, he's announced that as his retirement match.
Yeah.
And he made a big deal about how this will be my retirement match at WrestleMania, and I'm going to announce who my farewell opponent is going to be. And he comes out on Raw and he says, my farewell opponent will be the man who made my life hell while I was general manager of Raw 6 months ago. A storyline you haven't cared about for a while.
To be fair,
Baron Corbin. And the crowd was not happy.
this Baron Corbin storyline has been good. I like it. I like the evolution of Baron Corbin, the character, from like, I'm the lone wolf, I don't need anybody, to like the corporate stooge kind of thing, where he just like wants to fit in with like the authority, or like get in with Stephanie McMahon. Because like
Corbin's a heat sink. He is.
Yeah.
It's great. No one likes him.
I don't think that this match is going to play out like everyone thinks it is. I think there's going to be something's going to happen.
Right.
It's not like it's not going to be like Angle versus Corbin and like that's it. I mean, maybe it will, but I don't see it. I just want to see how it plays out. I'm more interested about how it plays out, because I'm just like, oh, that's a weird thing for Angle to have for his last match, but it's like them trying to build up Corbin a little bit, and it's like, you need to set up the future. I think this might be just like a setting up the future thing.
Maybe.
And it's like getting some more heel heat for Corbin, which I think is a good thing.
I saw someone on the subreddit be like, well, I mean, I don't see why it's a problem that Kurt Angle's farewell match is against one of the top heels on Raw. And someone was like, oh my God, Baron Corbin is one of the top heels on Raw. And it's like, yeah, man.
I think Baron Corbin's good. I think he's good as a heel. He's good in the role he plays, especially since he took over for like when he fought Kurt Angle for the like general manager thing.
Yeah. So
I thought it was good.
Now, what do you think this means, or what do you think would happen then if that's not the match?
Like,
if Kurt Angle is actually the John Cena secret match.
Oh. What do I think it means in terms of what?
Well, just like you're talking about how it's like how good that would be for Corbin.
Yeah.
What if Corbin doesn't make it to the ring and it's actually John Cena and he's like,
I don't think it matters,
like,
because everyone else will be happy.
John's going to come out and be like, you were my first match, so I'm going to be your last match.
Well,
sort of
everyone
thing,
else
right?
will be happy. I'll be like, oh, that sucks for Corbin. I'd feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Because I just like Corbin, so it's like,
because
that's
that
just me a personal thing.
Yeah.
I understand that not everyone enjoys Baron Corbin. I know that.
Yeah.
But I just think Baron Corbin has been given the short end of the stick, and he's improved massively since when he first came in.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
No, it's true.
So
Corbin gets squashed and Cena comes out. I mean, I could see that. The thing is, you know what's weird is that in all the advertising, all these video packages that I'm playing, all the promo leading up to WrestleMania, what's totally it feels like an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Is there is absolutely zero mention of John Cena or The Undertaker.
it's weird, right?
Yeah, and I don't mean them as a unit. I just mean neither of them are being mentioned or shown or talked about, and it's the first time in like 15 years that that's happened, and it's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cena's doing something with this match.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
that's what I said, Carson. Yeah,
My wrestling sense is
John Cena's
tingling.
first match in WWE, well, his first televised match
Yeah.
was against Kurt Angle. It was the ruthless aggression era, because he comes out because Kurt Angle's like, I'll challenge anyone, and this dumbass with like tiny red trunks comes out, and he's like, okay, who the hell are you? Oh, I'm John Cena.
Wasn't he the prototype?
Not at that point. He was just John Cena, and
okay.
Kurt's like, okay, what quality do you have that makes you think that you can defeat me? And John goes, ruthless aggression. And it's like, okay, settle down there, John.
Yeah.
You hosted that weird reality show that I can't find any like history of on the internet. It was called Manhunt. And John Cena, it was WWE produced it. It was a reality show called Manhunt. John Cena played a guy called Big Tim. And it was like, we put these normal ass people on an island, and then they get hunted by 3 people with paintball guns. And one of them was John Cena.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It seems rad. I don't know why they stopped it, but it lasted like one season.
Huh. I'd watch the shit out of that show.
Yeah.
Large Timothy.
Yeah. Large Timothy. Anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay. If we assume no John Cena involvement.
Yeah. Baron Corbin wins.
Has to. Right?
Yeah.
It's your retirement match.
Yeah.
You
go out on your back.
Go out on your back. Exactly. Yeah. if it's your retirement match, you lose.
Yeah.
Everyone always loses their retirement match. That's the point. So, yeah, Baron Corbin, unless John Cena happens, which I kind of figure has to happen.
It has to. I mean,
maybe not. I don't know.
Either way, I'm interested. I am intrigued about this match as like a thing that people are upset about. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why people are upset about it because Kurt Angle's a legend, and I'm not trying to take away from the fact that Kurt Angle probably deserves better than this, but I don't know.
His retirement tour has been fun.
Yeah,
he's been having sort of like farewell matches on Raw and SmackDown, and so there was one with Rey Mysterio, there was one with Samoa Joe, and they have a history from Impact.
Yeah,
AJ Styles as well, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. I think this is a wait and see thing. All right, if you're watching this and you're like one of those people that is like, this is horse shit, just I don't know, wait and see what the story is.
I think they could put on a good match.
Yeah.
Beach, what's next on that list? Right. The Miz versus Shane McMahon in a randomly Falls Count Anywhere match.
Suggestion.
Yes.
When are we going to have the first Falls Count Somewhere match? You know what I mean?
As a secret?
No, yeah, but they have like a raffle thing. And they pull a section of the stadium out, like section B7, and you can only pin somebody in that section.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
That's actually a hell of an idea. That would be a lot of fun.
I want a Falls Count Somewhere match.
And it changes like every 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have to.
That would be miserable.
You watch them like oh shit! They got to race across to like the upper deck.
Gotta get to section 7 concession stand. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, that would mean that if you get cameras in the back hallway, you can watch them wrestle their way through parts of the arena that you wouldn't have normally seen.
I mean, that's probably what this is going to end up being. It's Falls Count Anywhere so that Shane has an excuse to do something incredibly stupid.
It's the Elimination Chamber lighting. Yeah, it's a and then the spotlight. It's like you have to pin him there.
Falls only count under the ring.
You can't see it.
Hornswoggle's down there with a shillelagh. Get the hell out of here. Or
I pay my rent.
Yeah.
It's you with shillelagh.
Clunk. So yeah, as we said on the Fastlane episode, the storyline for this, I wish so. We wanted them to lean into the dad stuff, and they didn't.
They did not,
which is a real shame.
They leaned into the best in the world stuff.
Yeah, which is like, all right, sure. So, Miz and Shane were a tag team. It went okay, then it didn't go okay, and then Shane turned on the Miz.
It went okay, and then it didn't go okay. The wrestling story. That's you could use that to describe like it went okay, then it didn't go okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, Miz did this amazing promo a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, where he was talking about like how well this had gone. You know, he's like, I convinced Shane to do this because I wanted to win the tag titles. I thought it'd be great. And he literally says, he's like, you were all on side. You were all cheering for me, the Miz. Like he literally like quasi fourth wall breaking was like, you were all cheering for me.
Yeah, that was very good.
And yeah, he gets really incensed about, you know, how Shane is, you know, he's Vince's kid, and whereas, you know, when Miz won that title those years ago, that his dad, you know, he said that was the first time his dad had ever said he was proud of him, which is like, you know, probably not the truth. And then what was the line he said? The reason that he's always worked so hard over the like 15 years or whatever he's been in the WWE is because he believes that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah. There's a rugby coach. You mentioned this. We were talking about this a couple of days. There's a rugby coach that said that all the time. And I can't remember what his name is. It's something Henry. Someone's going to know in Twitch chat. But if you could help me out, it's driving me nuts. Yeah. Hard work beats talent every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, It like I said, it was a great promo. I just like the. I just like that he was like almost kind of baffled or like digging at the crowd a bit. That it was like he also patting himself on the back.
Graham Henry, that's who it is. Graham Henry, thank you.
Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was Graham Henry. Yeah, Rugby Henry. Okay.
I just like that he was like, I made you cheer for me, the bad guy.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
So
I actually like this version of The Miz.
yeah,
Like,
it's
fun.
great.
It's different, right?
Yeah.
He's doing like big top rope dives too. That's how you know it's Miz the babyface.
Yeah.
When he's jumping off the top rope and stuff. And he did like a big dive because, oh man, the worst part of this storyline was when they were doing the promo on SmackDown, and then Shane came out with like his entourage of goons,
God.
which was Shelton Benjamin and Sanity.
I feel
It's
so
like
bad
he
for
saw
Sanity.
people standing backstage, like, "Hey, you, get the fuck out of here!" Like you, and I guess you three.
All you people in catering that aren't doing anything right now. What? The people creative doesn't have any for this week.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything for. Come with me. What? Huh? Yeah. That was weird. Shane having all those people, specifically Sanity, as his like minions.
Oh yeah, Primo was in there too.
Right, that
there
was
no
it.
Epico, and that's who it was. There was Shelton Benjamin, Primo, Sanity.
What kind of mix is
I
that?
don't know, dude. They were just sitting back playing cribbage, and then Shane was just like, "Get out there! I need an entourage."
Yeah, Sanity. Yeah, Kartoffel Kaiser in chat says Sanity being authority stooges is the most anti-character thing I've seen in a long time. Yeah, Sanity.
Noted corporate stooges.
And then Miz beat them 1v3.
Yeah.
I don't even think Miz could lift Killian Dane alone, let alone the other two. Yeah. Well, at least they had a match.
We're gonna make tag teams and factions strong again.
I mean, they're very strong. They're just backstage all the time.
Yeah.
And then, Beach, this thing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match. Mm-hmm. I think this might be the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Really?
Yeah.
For the
Really?
people at home, what did you just see?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Beach, for those only listening. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
For the oiliest hair.
Yeah. For the wettest hair.
Yeah.
They're having a wet hair match. Wet hair and a pole. That's nope. Never saying that one again. Okay. We're done. Let's go home, everybody.
Who's the
They look very similar. Yeah, they're like the Shadowverse version and the normal human version of each other.
Yeah, look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beardsley and large.
It's like if Drew McIntyre burst out of the mirror when Roman Reigns was looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like the Dark Link of this universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Dark Link to Roman Reigns' Link.
Oh, I just looked them up. Wait, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Awesome. Okay, so
Am I a Drew McIntyre?
you're a Drew Drew McIntyre is 6'5", Roman Reigns is 6'3".
Ah, perfect.
So that's literally our heights.
and I'm kind of the mirror version of you. Right? Like,
Right.
I mean, if someone was going to burst out of a mirror like, ha-ha, evil Graham, it'd probably be me.
Right, yeah.
Like, yeah. Evil Roman Reigns, Dark Reigns. Yeah. I never thought about that before, but yeah, he is literally just the evil Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So like the storyline leading into this was Drew McIntyre was trying to destroy the Shield. That was his thing. He's like, I'm going to destroy the Shield. I can't do an Irish accent. I'm not going to try.
Scottish, surely.
Scottish.
Isn't he? No, is he
Scottish?
Scottish?
No, he's Scottish. Sorry.
Yeah, he's from
Scottish.
Ayers.
Scottish accent. I'm sorry. I take it back, please. Don't
There's
get
a lot
mad.
of Irish people involved in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so McIntyre and Dean Ambrose had this awesome like no holds barred falls count anywhere street fight match on Raw. And at one point Drew McIntyre put like Dean Ambrose in like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the fence, you know, like the grating, like the rails. You know, the old school rails they had, like the gray ones. He like put his head through it and like Claymore kicked him.
Whoa.
It was like a very CZW match.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
And then he beat Seth Rollins on Raw.
Right.
And then he's just been going after Roman Reigns.
He's so big.
He's so big. He's so big.
It wasn't
I don't
even
even
meant
want
to be
say
a
it.
Vince
It doesn't
joke.
even a
It's
Vinceism.
he's just a big dude.
Compared to like pre
Oh,
Drew
old
McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
the chosen one?
The
Yeah.
tiny little man. Then he went away and came back 10 times stronger. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's not really like a long burning storyline. I mean, there was that weird, like, the Shield versus these 3 guys so we can have a match with the Shield.
Yeah.
But apart from that, there hasn't.
Oh, for those of you who are unaware, I know we talked about this.
This
right?
isn't like a long burn, is my point.
Yeah. So like Dean Ambrose is leaving,
Yeah.
which we've talked about on the Fastlane episode. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he's doing anything for WrestleMania. Like this is it. Like he's done after WrestleMania is over.
Yeah.
So he's out of here. I
That
don't know what he's
sucks.
doing. Yeah. It's too bad because like Jack Dean Ambrose was so great.
I'm surprised they
When he
didn't
came back, he
want to
was all
use
huge.
him at Mania.
I think they might.
You think so? Well,
I'm still
they could.
hoping. I am still praying for the Dean Ambrose attacking Roman Reigns for being mad that he wasn't there to support Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns was gone for leukemia.
Right.
That's how I am just, please give me that storyline. Like, you weren't
like-
there when Roman got sick. It was like, I was Roman.
Like, I'm Roman. I am Roman.
Please.
You were
give
gone
me
for
that.
5 months. Yes. Oh my God, Dean. Dean, please.
Yeah.
All right. Beej, which one's next? I don't remember.
Who do you
the
think's
order
going
I
to
put
win?
these
I
in.
think McIntyre's got to win, but Roman's going to win.
Roman's
going
gonna
to
win,
win.
yeah.
It's fiddlesticks.
Oh, right. The Women's Tag Team Championship, also a fatal 4-way between the Boss Hug Connection of Bayley
This is
and
the
Sasha
worst name, dude.
Banks. Yep. Don't like it.
No.
The Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Nia Jax and Tamina, the Samoan Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
That's what they called them once ever.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to call them forever.
And the reunion of a tag team they're notably not referring to as Pinup Strong.
Yeah.
They're the blonde bombshells. Anyway, it's Natalya and a returning Hall of Famer, Beth Phoenix. Mm-hmm. So we talked about this a little bit at Fastlane because there was an altercation involving Beth Phoenix, and then Nia Jax and Tamina start beating Beth down, and then Natalya comes down to the ring, and then they get all up in a fight, and then we're not sure exactly how that's going. Initially, we thought
Divas of Doom, people are saying.
the Divas of Doom. That's also good.
Yeah.
We thought it would be them versus Nia Jax and Tamina, and then the Iconics versus Banks and Bayley for the titles as separate matches, but that's too many matches, so why not just have it all be the same?
Mm-hmm.
So Beth Phoenix and Natalya came out, and they were like, hey, you're great, Banks and Bayley, but what if we were the champions?
Yeah.
You know, like Beth Phoenix is
That
like,
would be the way I picked all my fights.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're great, but what if I was champion?
yeah, like Beth Phoenix
I
was
don't
like, this has been fun. I can still wrestle. So now that there are women's tag titles, we should win them at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And Bayley and Sasha Banks were like,
How about no?
no. Like Bayley was like,
Hard pass.
I mean, Bayley was actually like, are you sure? You like, you're not like.
You
The
good, but what if I gooder?
youngest. Yeah. Anyway, and then nothing happened with that,
Yeah.
and then they were like, you know what? All 4 of you, all of you, have
All
this
of you
match.
can have this
So
match.
it's like, all right. The Iconics, by the way, who I'm calling to win.
Iconic.
Iconic.
They've been so good.
Their whole thing has been like really haranguing Banks and Bayley for not showing up to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're like, they said they'd be defending them on all 3 brands.
Yeah.
Where have they been on SmackDown? We've been there. We've been waiting.
Yeah.
Just come to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Just come on over.
on
So, yeah. Adam Boschy is great, but what if I was the Boschy?
They've been great. I would really love to see them win, but I think Sasha, it's too early. I mean, like, it's too early for Sasha and Bayley to lose it.
Yeah.
The tag titles.
I'm
I would like them to build it a little bit, I guess, is my, like, that's like the old school, you gotta have champions that hold on to the belts for a while.
I
It's
guess.
like, but
I'm kind of surprised that nothing further happened in that realm with Mandy Rose and
I just,
what's
somebody
her
said
name? I can't remember her name.
Sonya Deville?
Thank you. Wow. I was like, not Shayna Baszler.
Who I love.
Yeah.
I think she's great. I can't wait for her to move over to the main roster. But anyway, someone said it in Twitch chat, but I like how the Iconics are like a comedy act, but they're not like a joke.
Yeah.
They're just funny.
They just have really funny
They're
comedic
just
timing.
funny.
Yeah.
They're like Edge and Christian.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
heels, but funny. So you just like them.
So Mooseville Cat said that I assume Sasha and Bailey are retaining so they can have that the 4 horsewoman 4 belts shot.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by for that, because that won't be happening regardless.
Yeah.
We'll get to that match later. Beej, what do we have next on that list? The United States Championship. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Samoa Joe is the best wrestler on the roster. Don't at me.
I won't.
He is the best. 2019 is the year Samoa Joe wins the title, the main title.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe is the best. I believe everything he does. Every single word that man says, I'm like, yep.
I believe
He's going to follow through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's unreal.
Yeah.
And I missed all of his TNA stuff. Was he this good in TNA?
He's always been great.
Yeah. Unreal.
You
Can't
should-
believe it took him so long to get here.
You should, I know I've mentioned this before, but you should definitely check out, I think there was a couple of them, but the triple threats between Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah. I think I watched one of them.
Back in Impact.
There was like a
They're
ladder
just
match
like,
or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like, man, these guys are so good.
Joe is the best talker on the face of the earth. Yes.
So, what's happening with why Rey Mysterio?
I don't actually remember, why is Rey Mysterio fighting?
Right? Thank you.
Why is Rey Mysterio fighting Joe?
Well, he might not, because the chat's now saying that Ray got injured.
What? That was the go home show. I got to look this up now.
I've had 2 people so far in chat say that he got injured.
I said that about Joe in 2018. I say a lot of things. I also said Bobby Roode was going to win the world title in 2017. We all know how that worked out.
Yeah.
I make predictions. I just fire them. It's like I'm like a cowboy. I just shoot off as many bullets as possible, and some of them hit, some of them don't. Most of them miss because I can't shoot a gun.
It was reported by Fightful 52 minutes ago that Rey Mysterio is good to go against Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
Suck it, Twitch chat.
Now, I thought he was going to have a match with Andrade, and
Suck
then
it,
they
suck
were
it, suck
like,
it.
no, it's the U.S. title. Can someone help us here? What was the storyline going into this match? Because I do not remember.
I don't know either. I just know Joe's the man. Didn't they have like a #1 contender thing?
Like, hasn't Mysterio, who I barely remember is active on the roster again, hasn't he just been feuding with Andrade for months?
Yeah.
And that's been good, but like...
But I think they wanted like a big name to fight Joe.
I guess.
You know what I mean? And Mysterio's a pretty big name.
All right. Okay. There's another match that I don't have a graphic for.
Ray pinned Joe in a tag match.
Great story.
That's like the classic. That's the wrestling like go-to.
Ray pinned Joe and Joe got mad about it?
Yeah. That's like as time tested as I don't know. A Ric Flair flop. Like it just happens and you're like, "Oh, okay. Yep."
It doesn't seem like Joe
To get pinned in a tag match?
No. It doesn't seem like Joe to be like, Ray pins Joe in a tag match and Ray's like, so now I should get a shot at the title. And in my mind, Joe would be like, no, you don't.
Well, I mean, but Joe probably didn't make the match.
Well, no,
it's like
generally
corporate.
not.
Corporate makes the matches, Graham. Come on.
Right.
And Joe's probably like, he's so small. I could beat him.
Right, there was the fatal four-way with Truth, Andrade, Ray, and Joe. And then they were like, Truth and Andrade,
It was
we're
an
just going to...
eliminator.
I like this idea though of having like matches predicated on like just a few wrestlers in the stable that just wrestle in that classic 80s style. Their storylines are all very simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
They only wrestle in that kind of way. That would be kind of funny to be like, and the throwback match, like that kind of thing would
Yeah.
be very interesting.
Body slams only. Like they have to wrestle like body slams, punches, double axe handles, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's how Velveteen Dream wrestles, actually. He wrestles very simply. I was watching him at TakeOver. I was like, man, who does a double axe handle anymore? Velveteen Dream does. That's who. That's wild. Joe should win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
he's gonna choke that little midget.
In our next match, which I don't have
Yeah.
a thing for, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I said which I don't have a thing for.
sorry.
It's okay. That one's coming up next.
I thought you meant you didn't have the thing done in the next match, which I don't have the name for. I apologize.
Oh yeah, Ray Dominic showed up. Ray's kid showed up, and he's way bigger than Ray.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Right. I totally forgot about that.
I forgot about Dominic. Thank you, Twitch chat. Yeah, that was wild.
Remember Dominic?
Yeah.
Can you fill people in on Dominic?
Dominic is Rey Mysterio's son.
Yeah.
Legit shoot son.
His actual son.
And there was a storyline like back in the late 2000s, mid 2000s, where Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero were feuding over Dominic.
Over this child.
Over the rights to the child. They had a ladder match. They had a rights to your child on a ladder match.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. And you know what? It wasn't even stupid. Because Guerrero and Mysterio were so good, it wasn't dumb. It didn't suck.
I mean, it was a little dumb.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Legal adoption match.
Yeah, that's essentially what it was. Foster parent match.
Basically. That's this kid? That's this kid.
Yeah, that's
the same
that's
kid.
Dominic.
And now he's like 1.5 feet taller than Ray.
Yeah. I want a cup of Dominic's piss.
This absolute
He's way
unit.
bigger than his dad.
Yeah.
Like triple the size. Like Dominic is the Matryoshka doll for Ray.
Yeah.
You split Dominic in half and there's a little Rey Mysterio inside. Mm-hmm. Or there's a tiny Rey Mysterio. Like you peel back Dominic's face mask and there's a tiny Rey Mysterio at the controls driving Dominic. I got him.
It's the two Sin Caras.
Yeah.
Because they're drift compatible. Yeah, Waffle Soup. Yes, that's the match where Vicky Guerrero was late for her cue and Eddie got real angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because he had to fall off the ladder or something, and you can hear Eddie just yelling like, "Where's Vicky?" Yeah. It's like, you know these mics are hot, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It was literally called the Custody of Dominic ladder match.
Wrestling's fucking wild, Beej. Strap in. I love it.
So what's your call for this match then?
For this match, Samoa Joe wins.
Samoa Joe wins.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because like every time I see, and I love Samoa Joe's entrance when everyone's like yelling Joe.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of like an old school Roman Coliseum.
Hey, thanks, Doug. Sorry, you were saying?
It reminds me of like an old school like Roman Coliseum thing where it's like, this is our champion, Joe.
Yeah.
And he's gonna kill you. It's like you are dead. So that's what. Yeah.
So is this scripted? No.
This
is
not. If you think this is scripted, then you have
We're
a
the
higher
be- we're the
opinion of
best
we're the
actors
best
ever.
script writers on the planet, and we also have the best memories on the planet.
Yeah.
So at 2:45, we go into a tangent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Beach, don't push anything for this one. Okay, a singles match: AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. Never thought I'd see it.
Yeah.
This has been the classic like AJ Styles story though. Like you're an indie guy, you're a WWE guy, but
Randy really hates the indie guys.
yeah. Well, I don't know, like really, but I mean Randy the character.
Yeah.
The one that we see on TV hates indie guys. But there was a great line by Randy in one of the promos that they had. The go home episode of SmackDown, they had like the KO show. Side note, poor Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Forced to come back and then doesn't even have to do anything on WrestleMania. Like,
You can host a
Yikes.
talk show.
Yeah.
Well, what? Yeah. You can host a talk show. We'll call it the KO show.
yeah. Randall Keith from Candle Keith.
To be fair, he's great.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Because on this go home episode, they were like, they're doing their promo back and forth, and then at one point, Randy Orton's like, "Yeah, you're an indie guy, but you've just become a corporate bitch, like John Cena. Like you're the new John Cena."
Wow.
And then when Randy said that, AJ like drops the mic, and Kevin Owens like. Just like leaves. He's like, I'm out.
Well, he had
a fight's gonna start.
he had Charlotte and Becky on the KO show,
Yeah.
and they were standing up looking like they were about to throw down. He was like, "Wait, ladies, wait," and like climbed through the ropes.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
Like,
I love
he's
that.
The KO show is him bringing on people who are in a feud and instigating them into a fist fight.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's great. Yeah. But he doesn't even say anything. He was just sitting there, like,
Did he actually say go back to ROH?
Yeah.
Wait, to who?
To Randy said it to AJ.
Oh.
Oh, and then AJ was like,
I mean, Impact would have.
Because like, Randy's thing.
AJ countered with a failed drug test joke.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened was he's like, you go back to our. He was like, while you were performing in gyms,
Right.
I was headlining WrestleMania, and AJ, to his credit, was like, you're right, but while I was wrestling in gyms, you were failing drug tests,
Which is also true.
Which is also true. Yeah, it's been great, dude. They must really like each other because, like, you know, like on a professional level,
Yeah.
because they rip into each other so hard.
Yeah.
I'd like to think. I don't know if everybody. I mean, I can't assume everybody gets along in wrestling, but I like to think that Randall Keith from Candle Keep and Sir AJ Styles get along. They play D&D together or whatever.
Randy's chilled quite a lot too.
Yeah.
Over the years, like there was someone showed him like commenting on Instagram or something, giving props to Kofi, being like, "You got to win this, man. It's, you know, you absolutely deserve this." # stupid, making fun of himself, right? So.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, everybody gets older, right? Like when you get older, you chill out a little bit.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like that. That's my favorite character arc, not just in wrestling, but just of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when someone's like kind of a dick. I was a dickhead when I was younger, so it's just like you chill out as you get older. It's my favorite.
Beej, you can hit that thing now. Here's a match I should care about and really, really don't.
Ah, yes.
It's the Intercontinental Championship. Bobby Lashley somehow defending against Finn Balor, who they're explicitly advertising in the promo images as you just saw as the Demon.
Can you show that image again? I didn't know that a container of yogurt can hold the Intercontinental title.
You got me with that so good in that last episode. Yeah. It was just how casually you said Bobby Lashley started talking, and I said, "Is someone pouring out a container of plain yogurt?" It really, really, really got me.
The scary thing is that he's gotten better.
Yeah.
From like, I watched some of his old stuff.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about Finn Balor having to bring out the Demon to fight Bobby Lashley?
It's only because it's Mania. There's absolutely zero way. I think our chat's frozen. There's zero way that
our chat is frozen.
Okay.
That there's zero way that Finn Balor needs the Demon to beat Bobby Lashley. Hasn't the storyline for
he
this...
didn't use it against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Hasn't the storyline for this been like that Finn Balor is just better than him? Like they've been having like 2-on-1 matches with him and Leo Rush.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh, also to rewind to the
I think
AJ.
I think it's still messed up.
It's still messed up.
I'm attempting to fix it.
Somebody mentioned it, but in the AJ Randy promo,
Yeah.
AJ called it the knockoff diamond cutter.
Oh, the RKO?
Yeah, he said you have one move and that's it. And Randy was like, "Well, when you have one move that's so devastating, you only need one move." It's like, Randy and
Randy.
yeah.
Randy.
But anyway, the Demon's here. Imagine if the Demon loses.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, like there's no way for Finn to lose this, right? Like so the whole point, for those who haven't seen it, Finn Balor sometimes will transform into the Demon, Balor, and he has like a different he has a different entrance, he's got a different outfit. It's like this whole thing where he transforms into this like persona.
It used to be in NXT where he would body paint himself to the city kind of he's in. Like at NXT, at a London show, he was like Jack the Ripper.
Right.
And then like different horror movies. One he was like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool.
And then, but the point of it is supposed to be that the Demon is somewhere he only goes when he needs to.
Yeah.
Right.
But he didn't need to go.
That it's like when just being Finn Balor isn't enough.
Yeah.
Then he has to bring out the Demon. And I don't know what about this match makes him think that he really needs to bust out the Demon.
Yeah.
What's been the story going into this? It's just been sort of like...
It's been the same thing it's been since the Fastlane.
Yeah, it's
or
been
even before Fastlane.
weeks and weeks and weeks of nothing.
I don't
really.
know why they made Finn lose the title, because he lost the title at Raw.
Right.
It was weird. Maybe they just wanted Finn fighting from the bottom, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess. Wanted to give.
I guess you can't. He couldn't be the demon if he was the champion, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why they did it. They're like, oh, you can't just like be the champion and then be like, I'm gonna bring out an even stronger form of myself. You know?
Yeah. Just wanted to bring Bobby Lashley an air of legitimacy, I guess.
Yeah. As being kind of scary, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
I would recommend opening the chat on your iPad for the time being while I fix this.
I can do that. And while I do that, if you could hit the thing.
Hit the thing.
For the next thing.
Hit the thing. I need to see the voice of my people again. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Just give me what I want.
So this.
Just give me what I want.
They know.
Just give me what I want.
And
Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want. I thought that promo was the best. Just give me what I want.
I'll give you what you want. It's a Triple H versus Batista.
Yeah.
In a no-holds-barred match.
Yep.
And if Triple H loses, he must retire from in-ring competition.
Yep.
That's how this went down.
Didn't Triple H already retire once?
Oh, probably.
At, like when he fought the Undertaker at WrestleMania 28, right? Him and Michaels, and then they were.
They called it the end. Sorry, there's a little bit of floating.
You get it.
Okay. It was distracting both of us. Okay. So they called it the end of an era match, but they didn't. It was implied, but they didn't actually do it.
Okay.
So. Okay. Here's how this went down.
Just give me what I want.
In the lead up to the 1000th episode of SmackDown.
Yes.
A brand with which Batista greatly identifies, as he was the world champion many times during his run on SmackDown.
Yeah. I actually really like Dave Batista.
He tweeted, me too. He tweeted that even though the 1000th episode of SmackDown was happening in his hometown, he had not been invited.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Which might not even be true at this point, right? Like that might all have been part of this.
You worked yourself into a shoot, brother.
Eventually, he was invited. He showed up. He was there. They did a reunion of Evolution, the stable rather, with Triple H, Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
They all came out. They all said a bunch of nice things about everyone else. Got to Batista. He gave massive props to Ric Flair. Great respect to Randy Orton. And then when it got to Triple H, he was like, and look at you. You've beaten everyone there is to beat in this whole business. Except me.
Yeah.
And he just sort of leaves it there.
Yeah.
And then, as is typical for Triple H storylines, nothing happened for months.
Yep. Remember that time?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're going to say, and I absolutely do.
Remember the time that he helped Kevin Owens win the Universal title and then turned on Seth Rollins, his protege, and then we didn't hear anything about it for like 8 months?
Yeah, and we still didn't really get any...
And we still never got an explanation of why or for why.
This is usually the part that I would edit out, but now I'm curious.
Yeah, see, you get to see all the nitty-gritty.
Okay, I need to look this up. Let's see here.
Opponents. Just give me what I want. How about I just yell, just give me what I want over and over again? Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want.
Okay, let's see.
Just give me what I want.
Okay, yeah. So Triple H and Batista have absolutely had singles matches before.
Like against each other? Or do you just mean in general?
Yeah, no. Okay, there we go.
They fought each other at WrestleMania before. Batista beat Triple H.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if they're I'm trying to see if they're doing a WWE. You know, if they're like, you've never beaten me, and it's like looks at records. Oh wait, so
he specifically stated you haven't beat me at WrestleMania in that promo, the SmackDown 1000.
Honestly, according to Pro Fight Database, they have only had 4 one-on-one matches.
Okay.
And Batista has won all 4 of them.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's wild.
WrestleMania 21 for the title. Backlash following that, successfully defending the title. Monday Night Raw in June of that year, 2005. Mm-hmm. And Vengeance also in 2005, Hell in a Cell, also for the title.
Yeah. Wow, and he's 5-0 against Triple H or whatever, 6-0, 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, there's other
So keep
matches.
saying numbers.
There's for example, there's an Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
At New Year's Revolution 2005,
Which is
the title.
Which is a dumbass name for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, which Triple H won, defeating Batista, Benoit, Jericho, Edge, and Randy Orton.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm looking at the list, and one-on-one matches.
Here's a question.
Batista and Triple H have only faced 4 times, and Batista has won every time. So wow, I thought they were full of crap, but here you go.
In an Elimination Chamber, if I get pinned, does it count as a loss? Or do you have to be the last one pinned for it to count as a loss?
I mean, if you don't win the chamber match, then you don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it marked as a loss in the record books? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like if I'm 1-0 and I head
on
into
the
an
page
Elimination
I was looking
Chamber,
at,
if I'm 1-0 and
Yeah.
I'm a participant in the Elimination Chamber and I'm eliminated first, does that mark as a loss in the loss column?
yes, because you lost the match, because you did not win the match.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's right.
On the first one?
It's right here, right? Like for example,
It should count as like you as many wins as the people you beat out, though, too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If I pin multiple people
Sure.
in the Elimination Chamber, does it count as multiple wins?
sure, all right.
You know?
All right.
If I win the Royal Rumble, do I beat 30 other people? Does it count as 30 wins?
Well, because wouldn't it count that, like, if there's multiple people in an elimination chamber, wouldn't it mean, like, oh, that's like each one of them takes a loss because they all lost to
I understand
whoever's
that
wrestling?
it just says it on the Fight Record Twitch chat. I'm trying to make a joke. I'm trying to make a funny, okay? It's probably falling flat, but...
I'm sorry that I did not roll with you there.
yeah, that's all right. We'll move on. Some of them don't hit, okay?
I like that there's this period of time where Evolution was feuding with Legacy.
Yeah,
Remember Legacy?
yeah. That's Cody Rhodes and...
Cody Rhodes,
Randy Orton.
Ted DiBiase Jr., and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But listen to this match. Batista and Shane McMahon and Triple H
Yeah.
defeating Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. in a handicap tag match. Well, that's balanced.
Yeah.
That's a fair fight.
Okay. Anyway, Batista loses this match, right? Because Triple H's career is on the line? Because, like, Batista's... Is this a one-and-done kind of thing?
I don't know.
I think Batista loses this match. Just give me what I want.
I think, by the way, we should explain what that is. Just
Give me what I want. There's a promo on SmackDown, and
Yeah. Or
Triple
was it
H-
Raw, wasn't it?
That was Raw. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Triple H or Batista just was yelling.
It's not as much. I watched the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
not as silly as I thought it was from the
Yeah.
memes. But yeah, he's basically
Pretty
like,
silly. But
he's like, he's like, I want you to give me what I want. Like, okay, you want to fight me? No, that's not what I want. Well, what do you want? You know what I want. Okay, I guess. Give me what I want. Dave, I'm not. I said I'll fight you. Give me what I want. What is it? Do you want at WrestleMania? Is that what you want? That's what I want. Give me what I want. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
You know.
And then he coerced him into putting his career on the line.
Yeah,
Basically.
because Triple
'Cause
H is very easy to anger.
Yeah. Because Batista attacked Ric Flair on his birthday. Mm-hmm. And then said, "Are you listening now, Hunter? Huh?"
But like the letter being like, you should put your career on the line. And Triple H got so mad at the notion that Batista would ask him to do that he
Did it.
that he was like, fine. It's like that's a dumb idea, but all right.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see did you catch Triple H's wrestling like inside baseball jokes when he was he had the note from Batista's lawyers.
Yeah.
And he tries to pull it out of his leather jacket. And he's like, hang on, this envelope's really buried in my pocket. which wasn't meant, I don't think that was meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
But then because he said buried, he then rolled with it.
Yeah.
And he's like, look at me, I'm doing the job for the envelope. And he pulls the envelope out. He's like, I'm jobbing to this envelope.
That's great.
It was very silly.
Yeah.
He was mad that Batista would not show up if he didn't put his career on the line. Yeah. Yeah. Put your career on the line. You won't.
Yeah.
What? I will.
Yeah, I will.
Triple H is very easy to trick. That's why he's called the Cerebral Assassin. Yeah, he's very easy to make mad and make bad decisions.
Yeah.
The character. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this match too. It should be fun. I'm excited to see like what if Dave Bautista can still hang, you know?
Yeah.
What kind of condition he's in. And I'm assuming it's going to be good wrestling condition, I guess. Should be fun. There's a lot of good matches on this card, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we have 3 title matches still to talk about. Mm-hmm. So, Beej, hit us with that next graphic.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah. Look at them breaking out of buildings. They're the only ones that get ones like this.
Bork Laser.
Bork Lazar. The Universal Championship. Brock, the Photoshop Lesnar.
Yep.
Versus Seth
Well, to be
Rollins.
fair, it was Triple H the photo.
Oh, everyone
H.
uses Photoshop. Remember that time?
Remember, like, because Triple H is like, if you can show the picture again, Triple H's like head is on his 2001 body. Like it's like, it's like, it's real bad.
Yeah.
Look how bad it is.
I mean, I don't think Dave looks like that either.
No.
But do you remember the WrestleMania promo images where they literally used a picture of Undertaker from a video game?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody was like, that's from 2K. That's a 2K promo graphic.
I don't
like
remember that.
WrestleMania. It was like,
Wait, Batista has no nipples? Go back.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Go back. We have the power. Ah! No, he doesn't. They're gone.
That's a weird genetic anomaly, and you probably
Yeah,
shouldn't point
that's why
out-
he's the animal.
Yeah.
He was born in an incubation tube.
I mean, if you look at him, actually, they're just
just
like,
under.
They're on like the very bottom
Yeah. They're like here.
corner
They're like
of
down
his
here
pecs.
instead of like here.
Yeah. Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. He just wants nipples.
I want my nipples back.
Triple H is the thing where he's
He
like,
was raised in a hyperbolic chamber.
damn it. No, Triple H is the thing where he's like, got your nose, but he took his nipples. And he's like, give me what I want. He's like, got your nipples. Like, give me what I want.
Oh my god.
Then he like pretended to eat them, and Batista got all mad. You know, when you're like, go to a kid and you're like, got your nose, and you like throw it away, and they're like, give it back.
What? These two men, Seth and Brock, are two different sizes.
They are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on different scales.
Ah.
It's
Batista's
unreal.
nipples suspended high above the
Beej, if
ring.
you're looking for that WrestleMania thing, it's like a predominantly like white branding package,
Okay.
and there's like a
Which WrestleMania again?
I think it's like 31. I think there's like a big star
Okay.
as part of the graphic.
I will look for it.
And so it says like WrestleMania, and then there's like a bunch of people standing behind the thing, and there's a shot of Undertaker sort of doing like this with his arm.
Yeah.
But it's from a video game.
Okay.
It's anyway. If you ever find that, let me know.
Anyway, so
Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins,
the Kingslayer,
Yeah.
the Beast Slayer? Question mark versus
God, there's a
Brock
deep,
Lesnar.
sick part of me that wants Brock to win this match. There is a part of Adam Savidan that hates fun and everything else, and I just want Brock to win this match. And I want him to win it in like 30 seconds.
WrestleMania 30. Okay. Yeah. You want it to be a squash match?
Oh, yeah. I don't, but there's also the part of Adam Savidan that doesn't want that to happen.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay, Shirtles found it.
That's actually just a video. Yeah, that's just a video game character.
Beej is going to grab that in a sec, I assume.
Yes.
Yes. You got to, anybody watching needs to see this.
So, yeah. Seth has to win. These last 3 matches have...
That's not the Undertaker.
That's not the Undertaker.
It's people. It's literally a 2K promo image that I assume the graphics people.
Oh,
were just like,
no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
It doesn't help that that's definitely not what Undertaker looked like at that time. But also, it's just like slightly uncanny valley. It's very strange. Anyway, Seth's got to win, right?
Seth has to win. These last 3 matches have very obvious outcomes. Can we just get the obvious outcomes and move on with our lives?
That's the thing. It's like you can do the expected thing. Yeah. You can be telling the story and then give the satisfying conclusion to the story that you've been telling, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You can have Seth, Kofi, and Becky win these matches.
Yep.
And it will be fine.
Yep.
So you should just do it.
Brock has to lose. I just like, but there is that sick degenerate part of me that's like, maybe Seth will kick out of 7 F5s, but then get pinned on the 8th. Oh boy, that would be bad.
Oh man. WWE wants to subvert our expectations. That means they're telling a good story. What?
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 What? Wait, what? Pump the brakes.
Just give me what I want.
Just give me what I want. Yeah, these last 3 matches. Just give me what I want. So yeah, Seth has to win. Sorry. Not sorry.
Of the 3 top level title matches, this is the only one where the face could lose.
Yep. This is the one that's a toss-up still.
Yeah. Brock could win.
Brock could win. So prepare yourself for that outcome.
Hold on to your butts. But this what by the way, the storyline leading into this has mostly just been Seth
It's the
earned
same
the
it's a
title shot like a long time ago.
Rumble.
Yeah, like we've known right, that's what it was. That's
the Royal
why.
Rumble,
Decades
He won the
ago.
Royal Rumble. Yeah, but apparently that doesn't fucking matter.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
Women's title.
Yeah, sure doesn't.
Apparently winning the Rumble doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Graham, it doesn't matter. How does that make you feel?
Not great.
Does it make you upsetty?
A little bit. Upsetty spaghetti.
Upsetty spaghetti. Just give me what I want.
Just give me what I want. So,
I mean, the storyline is there is no storyline. It's the same Brock storyline we've endured for the last 5 years or however long we've been doing this. How long? 3 years we've been doing this show?
Paul Heyman comes out, is amazing on the mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talks about how, well, Seth did make a point of saying, oh, Brock has problem with smaller dudes. Even though he's beat all the small dudes.
Yeah. Brock's beat everybody.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool. So then the penultimate match, which we'll be talking about tonight, which doesn't have a full graphic yet for some reason. This is the WWE Championship. The new Daniel Bryan defending against Kofi Kingston. Actually, for real.
Yeah.
Actually, for real.
And it says in the contract, they stated March 2019 at April 2019 at WrestleMania. There is a match.
Print?
Yeah, they read the fine print. They did a backstage segment. It was really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I definitely thought that so since last we spoke, Vince has further tried to mess with Kofi's shot here.
Yes.
And so he said, all right, you have to survive this gauntlet match.
Yes.
And it was Kofi Kingston versus Eric Rowan, Cesaro, Sheamus, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. And he did. He won it. He beat that gauntlet one after another. He beat it on an episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then Vince comes out and is like, wow, that was amazing.
Joe, not Styles. Sorry,
Joe. And then he comes out and he's like, oh, you did a great job. So you're going to WrestleMania if you beat this one last opponent.
If you beat.
And it's Daniel Bryan.
And he
can't beat him, so he loses.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell? So then the next week, it's like if, Xavier Woods and the New Day are so pumped about getting you this title shot that now it's up to them. So they have to beat a tag team gauntlet. And if they win, then you, Kofi, get to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah. So they beat the Club.
Who are still employed.
And then they beat Gable and Rude. And then they beat Sheamus and Cesaro. And then they got put through, or Big E got put through a table by Sheamus and Cesaro after they won. And then the Usos came out and they cut this great promo about how nobody respects them the way the Usos do.
Yeah.
And Kofi deserves this. And they forfeited, which was fucking awesome.
Great story.
Made me fucking cry when I watched it. And then Daniel Bryan throws a tantrum backstage.
Yeah.
Which is really funny watching him try to get mad. He said this is bull crap. It's like, oh, you angry little vegan.
Bull crap.
This is bull crap.
Stop it.
Yeah. And then then Bryan and Rowan came out and they had a match. And they did this great bit where Daniel Bryan got like knocked out or something, and then Big E flipped the announce table onto
Just
Eric
turned it over onto
Rowan and pinned him, and then they won by count out.
Yeah.
It was great.
And so then the backstage reporter goes and catches Vince as he's getting into his limo, who says, "Yep, all right, Kofi Kingston is going to WrestleMania."
Yeah, and he didn't say the thing, and we're just
That's
like,
the thing. We're like, stop doing the thing, because he didn't see. It's like going to WrestleMania, right? Like, here, I got you great seats, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I expected was going to happen, and so that's why Kofi was like, all right, you say I'm going to WrestleMania, I want this in writing.
Yeah.
Let me do a contract signing. He said this on Twitter, and everyone was like, dude, you know how contract signings go.
Yeah.
They never go well. What are you
always end in a
doing?
fight.
And as it turns out, they did the contract signing on SmackDown. It went okay.
Yeah, there was no fight.
They signed the cut great promos, signed the contract. He's got his shot, actually, for real.
No invisible ink.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Wow, they haven't done Invisible Ink.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So here's the thing.
They just like take a candle and they're like, aha! It's just Jacques.
You're
like,
wrestling a ghost.
We know that the women's match is going on last,
Yeah.
right? And so we don't. They typically don't run the title matches back to back.
Yeah.
So this title match will happen earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Kofi has to win, because if Kofi doesn't win, this New Jersey crowd is going to audibly take a giant steaming dump over everything else that happens for the rest of the night.
Yep. Yep.
Like, there's literally no way to keep this crowd happy if Kofi.
I didn't mention it when we talked about the John Oliver thing, but how many We Want Healthcare chants are there going to be?
I don't know.
I hope there's a lot. If you're going to WrestleMania, fuck them up.
Yeah. The chat's like, fuck them up, New Jersey.
Yeah.
No kidding. Which brings us to the main event.
Yeah.
One main event means there's one main event. And inexplicably, it has a clause. Triple threat. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch for both women's titles.
But Graham, how did Charlotte get the SmackDown Women's title? When did that happen?
Recently, and it was dumb.
Yep, sure was stupid.
Yeah.
But we have to have all the titles in the match.
No, you don't, though.
Yes, we do.
Why you got to do Asuka dirty like that?
Because no one cares about Asuka.
Damn it, Vince. I care. So yeah, on an episode of SmackDown, Asuka had a match against Charlotte, and they were like, "Oh, and championship match."
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? I said it's a one-on-one match for the women's championship, and Charlotte won, and they're like, "Great, you won the women's championship like 2 weeks before WrestleMania," and everyone's like, "What's going on? What is this storyline?" And so then Steph tweets, "I'm going to be on Raw," and with more new information about the main event of WrestleMania.
So good. Yeah, this was so good.
And everyone's like, what more is there?
Yeah.
You don't need more. And she comes out and is like, there is going to be a fourth competitor, me. And everyone's like, boo. And she's like, no, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. But it will be winner takes all. And I'm like, why? Why?
Yep.
So they can't even do, because the assumption was that Charlotte got the title so that then Becky wins the Raw title, and then they can have their photo shoot at the end of WrestleMania with Sasha Banks and Bayley with the tag titles, and Charlotte and Becky with the championships, and have the 4 horsewomen of NXT, each of them holding a belt, and then set up a storyline with them versus Ronda and the new 4 horsewomen, and set up a bunch of feuds that way.
And who are the new four horsewomen, you ask? It's Ronda, Shayna Baszler, and the other 2. I can't remember their names, dude. I can picture them because they were on TakeOver last night, but it's like, and the other one! And they're like Teen Girl Squad. The other 2!
Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. Or Shafir?
Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Okay, thank you. Shafir. So everyone was like, okay, so that's what they're doing. And then Stephanie comes out and says it's going to be winner takes all. And everyone's like, well, then what the fuck was the point?
Yeah.
Now you can't even do that thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's got to be Becky. Becky's got to win.
Becky has to win. I think the crowd will riot even harder if Kofi loses, but Becky wins.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
What if Becky loses this match?
This is why we do this show. Because specifically in the cases of Becky and Kofi, if, for example, Becky does not win this title, then all the story that they have been telling leads to Becky winning.
Yeah.
If Becky doesn't win for the sake of a twist or a swerve or to do something unexpected, then all that stuff that's preceded, everything since the Rumble, all the stupid stuff they've done since the Rumble has been pointless.
Yep.
Been a waste of our time.
Yep. You sound surprised.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, just tell the story you're telling. Continue to tell the story, and everything should be fine. Becky should win, but if Ronda retains, the New Jersey crowd will destroy MetLife Stadium. Yeah, I liked someone in chat just said Becky wins by pinning Charlotte. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought what that meant was if Ronda retains, the New Jersey crowd will destroy MetLife, the insurance company, because nobody's getting health care. I thought literally that was going to happen. It's like, if Becky loses, the WWE has to introduce a union.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
I hope Becky has both of them in the disarmor and makes them both tap out at the same time. That's what they should do. That's the way it should happen.
That's so involved.
Well, no, not really. Just stack them. One on top of each other.
Boil them, match them, stick them in a stew.
Stack them up like cordwood. 2 arms.
Yeah.
Make back. Make them both tap out.
Yeah, fair enough. If Becky wins, we unionize.
Solidarity.
And like the lead up to this too is like Ronda Rousey was like breaking kayfabe, killing the wrestling business. Yeah. It was weird. There was a great. They all got arrested. That was great. The thing where they all got arrested.
Yeah, they started getting. So they were in a tag match on the same team, and they started getting really fighty with one another, and then security tried to break them up, and then police tried to break them up, and then one of them hit one of the officers, and then they were like, all right, well, we're going to put you in handcuffs then, and then Charlotte started attacking. It was Ronda, I think. Charlotte started attacking Ronda.
Dude, she kneed her right in the face.
While she was in cuffs. Well, that's later, but like while she was in cuffs, and the cops are like, then we're putting you in cuffs. And so then it ended up with all 3 of them in cuffs. And then it cuts to backstage, and they're getting put in the cars. They put Becky and Ronda, who are still trying to kick one another, they put them in the same car, and there's this moment where they just turn and look at one another in the backseat of the car, and they just swivel around and start like kicking one another, and they like kick the window out of the car. Ronda's screaming about how she wasn't read her rights.
Yeah.
Then they pull them apart. They're like, they take Becky and they're like, okay, we're gonna put you in the other car. They go over to the other car, open that door. Charlotte bursts out of the other car, still in handcuffs. All 3 of them are cuffed during this period of time. Then they start kicking the crap out of one another. Yeah. Ronda somehow turns on the second police car with her hand still cuffed and runs it into the first police car. Yep. It's just a complete mess. And then, she's sticking her head out the back window of
talking shit
of the car. And Charlotte
like,
just knees
Charlotte
her in
says,
the head.
you're going to have to hold this L. And then the fucking knees her in the head.
Yeah. And then it ends with them all being taken away by the police. And then the next night on SmackDown, they were like, they've been released and reprimanded in some way.
They have been fined $25,000 and they will be at WrestleMania to entertain you.
Yeah, something like that.
That's like, all right. Everybody go home.
So
you can't stay here, but
yeah, it was amazing. So
yeah.
So there you go.
That's it.
That's what's happening tomorrow.
That's what's happening tomorrow. I hope that was a good primer for everybody. That was fun to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm glad
this will take the pressure off our Monday episode.
Our Monday episode won't be like 8 hours long because we have to talk about all this stuff.
That one, I don't know when you'll see it because we got it. That one we're going to actually do.
Why am I not watching wrestling?
Right?
Watch wrestling.
That's why would they put them in the same car? Exactly. You can watch that video, by the way. There's like a 4-minute video on the WWE YouTube channel. You can just watch that segment, and it's very entertaining.
I just love the image of Becky and Ronda being in the back seat. They put them both in the same car, and they're just like, yeah. They start kicking each other. It's
really
so
good.
Wrestling's the best.
There it is. Control Alt Defeat Live has a link to it. So the episode we record on Monday after WrestleMania, that will be like a week or so before it's ready, because that one we're going to actually do the editing and
That'll be
get
the edit.
That's
me.
Video and stuff.
I'm the editor.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So, but for now, we have a lot of other stuff to take care of today. Yeah. So, thanks
I
for
gotta stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, right. You're going to start streaming like now, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. What are you playing today?
Dark Cloud 2.
Awesome. So in 6 minutes. So don't go away. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and for joining us for Live Walk Slam. And let us know what you think of the Mania tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it live.
You can find us on social media.
Oh, yeah, right.
You can find Graham at Graham_LRR, and you can find me at WakeUpSuper. I usually tweet when I watch pay-per-views sometimes.
And you can find Beej at dodecahedron.
Yeah, fucking Mastodon, this archaic horse shit.
Beej at octodon.social.
At Beej at octodon.social.
At Beej at octodon.social.
Yeah.
That's not a mouthful.
No, it's very complicated.
You can octa D's nuts.
Yeah. Any upcoming events that we should let people know about, other than wrestling events, like our PPR that's coming up?
Oh,
yeah. Hey, we got on Loading Ready Run. We got the War of the Spark pre-release April 19th. The guests are out there. We have tweeted about it. The guests are out there.
The guests are out there. The truth is out there. Do 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 do.
Yeah. There's the thank you. Thank you, Lurbot. What you guys tout? I've never had one.
Time to tout.
Yeah.
And if people need
this dick.
there's subs to be read, they're going to have to wait for Adam to do it.
That's a really good point.
I don't have a way to do it.
Yeah, we
Did
don't
you
have
what?
a way to do that. You're gonna have to read all the subs that came in during the show.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll do it all on my stream.
Awesome. So don't go away. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna
All
go.
right. Bye, Twitch chat.
Stream's gonna go offline. He's gonna go in another room. Stream's gonna come back online. Thanks everybody for watching.
That was fun.
And we'll talk to you. You'll hear us in like a week or so when you hear about this episode. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.